Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Terri Watkins, your Chief Idea Catcher at SpinFrogs.
And I'm Brian Watkins of the SE Optimist.
And today we're here to share 3 tips with you to help you grow your business online that you can apply today. And we have a special gift for you at the end of the video. So make sure you stay on so that you can get that special offer. So without further ado, because we know your time is important, Brian, what's the first tip for us today?
The first thing we want to talk about is keyword research. Before we can do any SEO on your website, we have to know what kinds of queries we even want to rank for. If you've done any searching or reading online about this before, you probably run into one of 2 snags that are common. One, everybody recommends Google's keyword planner because it's free, but it really doesn't give reliable information anymore. Or 2, everybody talks about the very expensive professional tools that's probably out of reach for a small business owner. I'm going to go over a couple of free ways you can do it without any software. First, take a seed word that's related to your business. If you're a plumber, it might be plumbing services. It might be emergency plumbing. Then do a space on Google and an asterisk. You'll see a drop down of suggestions that it'll give you. And the asterisk is just basically telling it, list from the top most common things that follow the words that you type. That'll give you a great idea from Google's own information of what people are looking for, get you started on an idea. And when you do a search and you see the results page, you'll probably also notice that about 25% down the page, it'll have a little section that says people also search for with a couple of little pop-outs. That's good information too. Again, from Google's own data, what do people looking for the thing you typed also want to know? And you can get even more of that at the very bottom of the search page where it gives related searches. There's usually about 8 suggestions. Sometimes you get some good information from there. One other thing you can try, if there's a Wikipedia page on something related to the service that you offer, look at the way that the page is laid out with its subheadings, with its subtopics. Usually they lay out the information based on very similar data from what people want to know. And so you can get some insight into what kind of information you want to make sure is on your site from how you see it laid out there.
Wow, holy smokes, Brian, that's a lot of really great advice for helping our viewers right now figure out what their fans are searching for them by.
Exactly.
Because the reality is they're not searching for you by your name. They don't know who you are yet. They're searching for other words. So that keyword research is really helpful. Now, I know some of you watching are scratching your head going, but what do I do with that information? And actually, we covered that in the DIY to Search Engine Optimization course in Module 1. So that'll be a great tip to get a little bit more meat on and how you apply it through the course that we have. Another tip for you, I'm sure you have seen a lot of those long form websites. They're really pretty to look at, but the problem with them is there's just not enough content on them. They might have a lot of images or videos, but there isn't a lot of words. And unfortunately, Google really needs words to know that you're an authority on that topic. So if you're somebody who really doesn't like to write, sitting at the computer is painful. I know that's me. I have a great tip for you today. If you are an expert in your industry, which if you're in business, I know already that you are. So since you're an expert in your industry, grab your phone, this handy dandy thing you keep on you all the time, open your voice recorder app, and then riff for 10, 15 minutes on one of the services that you provide and all of the value that service brings to the people that you're serving with that service, right? Then take that audio file, pop it onto your computer, and go to this website, otter.ai, OTTER.ai. It is a transcription site. So the beautiful thing about this is you can pop that audio file into their website and they will transcribe it for you for free. You're welcome. Now, with that information, you can take that article that you just voice dictated, put it into your website. Now you have more content on your website that shows Google that you really know what you're talking about. And I know some of you watching right now are like, okay, so add more content, keyword research, how does this play together? We actually go into some more detail about how you put the keywords into your content in Module 2 of the course. Brian's got one more tip for us.
Tip number 3 is going to be about your Google local listing. A lot of business owners know they need to claim this, but a lot of people stop there and they don't do anything else with it. A couple things you can do that will make a difference in your visibility. You know that you need to build reviews. It builds credibility. It builds social proofing. The easier you make doing that, the more likely someone is to do it. Really great, simple thing you can do that's worked well for me. Look for yourself on Google by name. And then at the top of the search results where it has all images and video and maps, click maps. That way you're only seeing your listing. On that particular way of looking at it, there'll be a button called share. If you click share, it'll give you a Google shortcode that takes people right to your listing. Now, if you send people an email or however else you want to reach them and say, hey, do you mind leaving me a review if you're a satisfied customer, blah, 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 just give them that link. Now all they have to do is click it. They go straight to the listing. There's a button right there that says write review. Bam.
You can even put that link in the bottom of your email signature.
Right. So that every time you reach out to them, they have that option. It's super simple, really increases the odds someone is going to do it. After you've done that and you've verified the listing, you notice that probably through the verification process, it asked you to give 3 categories of what your business is about, and most people stop there. There is actually, under the info tab on the left-hand side, another area for services or products separate from that you can hand type the name of services that you offer or products with descriptions. Taking 10 or 15 minutes to go through and adding a bunch of those can go a long way to helping that listing rank for searches locally. Because say if you're a plumber, Google probably on the categories only had one choice for plumber, and you can't get more specific than that. But in this little service area, you can talk about specific things that you offer, whether it's products or services. And one last thing I want to mention about Google local listings, people also probably don't know you can do, is on the left-hand side, there's an Insights tab. If your listing is over 30 days old, it will give you awesome metrics without needing any software or anything else that you're paying for. And it will track things like how many times did your listing get seen from people searching for stuff, and what were some of those searches? How many times did someone click to call you? If you're a retail business, how many times did somebody click to navigate to your store? How many times did somebody visit your website from the listing? And that's really useful if you're comparing month to month as you do the above strategies, so that you know if what you're doing is having an effect. If you know that last month you had 11 phone calls and this month you have 25, you're probably onto something with what you've been working on.
Wow, that's a really great piece of advice. And for all of us small business owners out there that are now having to do our own marketing, being able to tap into that research allows you to know if you've really gotten onto something, if the people who you want to serve are actually finding you. Thank you so much, Brian. And I know some of you are probably scratching your head right now going, how do I claim my listing? Or I'm working from home. I don't want my home address to be visible to people because I don't want them to navigate to my house. That's awesome. And I totally am with you on that. As you can see, we're coming to you live from our home office. In modules 2 and 4, we talk about how you can claim these listings and how you read these reports in the DIY to search engine optimization course. So we kind of break it down for you. And actually, now's a great time to talk a little bit about the course. The course has 10 hours of video content. It took us a year to record it all.
And sort it all out.
And sort it all out. But these videos are broken down into 15-minute to 30-minute bite-sized pieces. Doesn't that feel good?
And the whole thing was constructed with the mindset of a typical business owner who probably knows nothing about this. Where do we need to start? And each module is set so that by the time you really understand that and we walk through everything, make sure you really get that before we go to another thing that won't make any sense without the other part.
So we mentioned a really special offer today, and that is related to our DIY to search engine optimization, or playing the Google game, the SEO course. This beginner's guide course is retail valued at $350, but we're selling it right now through the month of April 2020 for only $49. $49. So if you got value out of the 10 tips that we gave you today, then you know that what we're going to bring to this course is really valuable and it's going to really help you grow your business. Some of the people that have already been through the course or have worked with us in the past have given us the authority to use their reviews and testimonials on the page. So you'll be able to see the success that they have had applying these techniques. I promise you it works. At the end of the day, the best way to get that course and to get access to it is by going to SpinFrogs.com, and up in the top navigation menu bar, there's a button that says trainings. If you hover over that button, it comes down with a drop-down menu that says playing the Google game, the SEO course. First thing. If you click that, it'll take you right to the page, and all you have to do is tap this potential. There's a whole lot of searches being done, even more now than ever before, because people are home. So we want to leverage that.
And everyone who joins the course is invited to a free mastermind associated with it, so you can share what you're learning and ask questions with the other people taking the course or with either of us.
I forgot to mention that. That's really truly where some of the value is, because you can be plugging away on your website, but you don't know if what you're doing is good or bad. So now you can plug away on your website the information that we provide in the course in each of those 4 modules, and you can pop into one of our mastermind groups that's built just for you and ask the other members who are taking the course what they think about the material that you're creating. Isn't that amazing? So take advantage of the special offer today. Like, share, subscribe, let your other business people know, because at the end of the day, we're in quarantine right now. We're in stay-at-home order. This isn't going away anytime soon. So we really do need to support our small business owners and help them get found online so that they can keep the roof over their head and the food on their table. And that's what this course is built for.
Thanks for watching, and we hope we'll see some of you in the course.
Can't wait to see you there. Bye-bye.